Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome back to more WoW leveling. 3 WoW levelings in a span of like 2 weeks, dude. That's from last year. It's practically like 4 months worth, right? Alright. Let's see, what do I have to do again? I sold all my stuff, thank God. Look at that. Look at that inventory. I still got some stuff, but like I cleaned out a bunch of slots. So we have to go get the Heart of Tusker. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Might as well go do that because, I mean, it's a big-ass elephant we got to kill, right? Right. So, how you doing? I always use these as, like, kind of a thing to talk to people on top of it. Not even talking to them. I'm just, like, talking to myself. It's like a rant leveling thing. Because, I mean, what else am I going to talk about? When I first started this WoW leveling series, right, I was like, this would be great because I'm going to read the quest. That's another thing. Everybody's like, Crendor, you take so long, you read the quest. It's like, that's why I started this leveling series, so I could actually read the quests and be like, wow, I get a little more lore and story behind little things throughout the game now, instead of just like, come on, I gotta level faster. Because I'm like, I don't care, I've already leveled before. I don't need to power level again. So I'm just enjoying leveling. You know, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Another rant. But I was like, yeah, I'll just, when I'm farming mobs, I'll just kind of speed it up. Or I'll talk about some stuff in the zone. But you realize that there's a lot of grinding and killing mobs. So I'm like, what else am I to talk about? Well, it's like, well, I guess I'll just talk about whatever I want to talk about. And that's what I end up doing. So, how's it going? Just flying to kill the old main man Tusker over here. I don't know what I'm talking about. How you doing? I'm curious. How many of you, or not how many of you, when did you start watching WoW leveling? And do you watch a lot of WoW leveling? Because I notice, even if I don't make WoW leveling for a while, or even if I make a lot of WoW levelings, or whatever it may be, they tend to get the same like viewership. So I'm like, is it just the same people coming back? Are there just new people? It's always a curiosity thing to me. I'm like, someone else killed Tusker. Shit, dude. Do I have to like call Tusker? Like, brr? Maybe if I just go up here, they'll come back. Shit, dude. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, just watching WoW leveling. That's one of the main reasons I like. I focused less of my energy on WoW Machinima stuff, because I just thought people didn't care as much anymore. But I guess I was wrong. I still get a lot of people who are like, "Where's the WoW Machinima things?" Because I would like put one up, and it wouldn't get as many views as it used to. Then there'd be people like, "You still make these WoW Machinimas? What is it, 2012?" And I'm like, "I like making them." And then I was like, well, I guess nobody really likes it anymore, and I stopped making them as much. And then there's people like, where'd they go? But I'm like, it's the YouTube thing. It messes with your head, dude. It messes with your head, and then it's like, you just, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm making. I don't know who I am anymore. Actually, I know who I am because I say it at the start of every episode. You ever notice that? I'm like, hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor. So I do know who I am. I'm WoWcrendor. Shit, dude. What am I talking about? I don't even know. Where is this elephant? This guy's trying to steal my shit, too. He ain't stealing my Tusker. It's my Tusker. It's my Tusker. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you get lost in like, what am I doing on this YouTube channel? And I don't know. Here's another, who do you guys watch on YouTube? I haven't watched as much YouTube, to be honest. I think a lot of people have migrated away from YouTube after all this like drama stuff has happened. You know, like there's all the drama channels. There's all the like, you know, prank channels. There's the like people just talk about the drama and the pranks in a funny way. There's like so many different people. And there it is. Get him. I feel like it's changed a bit. Which, I mean, you know, that's like anything. That's why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Alright, that was really easy. Compared to like when I did it a long time ago, that was pretty easy. I guess I'll go over here. do these lake surgers since it's right over here. But yeah, I think YouTube's just changed. YouTube subscription things broke. People were getting unsubscribed randomly for no reason. One of the big things with like machinimas and stuff is like they discouraged shorter videos. And that was another like low blow to just doing machinimas. Is like, man, you know, you put a lot of work into like these short videos and then they get less views than someone who's like, what is going on with Azeroth lately? There's grass everywhere and I don't get it. And it's like, all right. And it's like that video makes like a bunch of views compared to, you know, something you put a lot of effort into. That's kind of the discouraging part, which is why some people have been like, Crendor, let's do a Patreon. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to do a Patreon because like I'm already, I don't know. I feel like I don't need like more money to like promote me doing something that I should be doing anyway. But it's like I don't even have to like, it's not like I'm obligated to do it. I made them out of fun. But that's part of the other thing too, is like, am I not gonna have fun making them? I'm gonna be like, hey guys, you know, Patreon for machinimas, and then, you know, they're not what you expect them to be. They're not good because I'm forcing them out or something. I don't know. I just have all these concerns. Just why I don't do it. And then I've been streaming a lot too. So I put more effort into streaming, and then, you know, you finish streaming and I'm like, well, I have to edit now. And it's like, well, I guess I can just, you know, it's not too hard to level in WoW. Because then it's like, I'm leveling in WoW, but I still enjoy it and people enjoy it. It's one of those things where it's just, you know, when you're your own boss and you create stuff and you have to like do all that, it just kind of gets to you. But I still enjoy it. That's what I say. It may not sound like it, but I still do enjoy it. So yeah, for people wondering about machinima stuff, it's just it's a constant battle in my head where I get really motivated and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do all these things this weekend, and then I'll like make a video and be like, this is awesome, and then other stuff pops up and I'm like, oh, I just gotta finish this, or then it's just like things just get in the way and I'm like, it ends up going on the back burner because I'm like, well, you know, they're not like what they used to be anyway. You know, they don't get as many views as they used to. People probably quit WoW. People don't play as much. And then all that starts going through my head. And I'm like, but there's people who do it. I don't know. If I made a Patreon for machinimas, would you actually, you know, fund it? I don't know what I would be. Maybe I would do it on like a per machinima basis, so it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like the Cox and Crendor shitstorm that happened, where we're like, hey guys, now we're gonna do this many a month and just pay monthly. Which again, a lot of that, I don't want to get into that, but I wanted to make podcasts. It's just Jesse was busy. So I like set it up being like, yo dog, can we do this? And he's like, yeah, but then I guess he didn't realize how much work it would actually take. And that happened. But that's why I'm glad that's over with, because I'm like, he's got his own Patreon thing. I got my own Patreon thing. We might be doing Cox and Crendors more anyway. I can't say much about it, but there's some stuff going into that. So that'd be cool. But I got away from my main point, which was, would you actually fund a machinima thing for me to make machinima again? But at the same time, like, right, I don't like doing that type of things. It's like, I feel as if I should be making them anyway. But it's like, I guess it would make sense, because it's almost like the animators that take funding for animations, because YouTube pays really shitty for animations and stuff, even though they require the most work. It's kind of similar to that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if you're like, no, I think it's dumb that I'd pay you to make a machinima, I'm like, that's understandable. Like, I understand it. I'm just trying to think of, like, options, you know? That's all. Alright. But if you have any suggestions, post those in the comments so I can read them. Wait, what am I doing? I need to kill Watu Sun. And I figured this was the right like show to mention it on, since this is WoW leveling, and I feel like a lot of you talking, not talking, nobody's talking right now. A lot of you listening are World of Warcraft players still, and so you'd be like, hey, I still do want machinimas, or like maybe I don't care about machinimas anymore, or like it'd be cool if you did something like that where we could get machinimas again. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Because I know so many people have Patreons, dude. Even a lot of people who like I didn't think would have Patreon, like JP for roleplay shows, Jesse for like hiring an editor and like doing a bunch of stuff. A lot of people were asking like why I wasn't at Jesse's meetups and stuff either. Like where'd you go from the Cox and Crendor meetups? I'm like, it's not Cox and Crendor meetups anymore. It's just the Cox meetups. So I guess for my Patreon, I would do Crendor meetups if I did that. You know. Yeah. I don't know. It's just another thing to think about. There we go. Got him. And it's just a nice way to not have to rely on like advertisers. Because I hate advertise. Like even on Twitch and all that, where they play like 80-minute ads. It's like, get Mountain Dew Code Surge Red. The best Mountain Dew Code Red Surge that's been surging since Code Blue. And you're just like, wow, I just want to watch my stream. Like, honestly, it's just... And if there's any way I can bypass having to rely on advertisements, I think that's the main key. And I think the reason I think about a Patreon for machinimas as well is I think it would help me to enjoy it a bit more. Because part of the reason I don't enjoy it as much is because this is my job. So I have to, like, put my time into... So I'm like, I'm better off streaming, you know? And I think people are going to enjoy me streaming more than if I actually put in an entire day of editing into a machinima. You know what I mean? So if I actually had, like, an incentive of, like, oh, you know, this is... People actually want this. They're actually giving me money to do it. I would feel more obligated to do it as well. Instead of being like, the advertisers could be shit. I'm just... I'm in rant mode again. Yeah. Where is this guy? Is he not here? Am I just blind? He's got to be here, right? It says he's here. So hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not just trying to be like, hey, what's another way to get money out of people? I'm not one of those people, right? It's mainly just the machinima thing. Like, if there wasn't machinimas involved, I wouldn't do a Patreon. But it's just the fact that they're, like, one of the most intensive... They're more intensive than other types of videos. Put work in, right? Like, for, like, this, I can just sit down and play WoW and then render it out. For Hearthstone, I just sit down, play Hearthstone, and render it out, right? It's not that difficult. Anyone that says otherwise is lying to you about that, unless they do some crazy editing of that stuff, but I don't think so. Even a lot of like bigger people that do like a lot of editing, they just hire editors. And my thing is like, I never want to hire an editor. I think I can do my own editing, and I think when you edit your own videos, it adds to your style, right? I wouldn't want someone else to make my videos, because people have said that too, like, Crendor, if you don't have time to edit, well, you just hire an editor. And it's like, it's not the same, right? I like my style. I'm going to do it my way. If I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it the way I want. And I don't need someone else editing something. That's that. Up there he is. No! Are you shitting me? This ass clown blood elf warrior. Now I gotta wait again. Are you? Shh, I don't even care. I'm getting out. I'm gonna go turn this in. So this has pretty much just been the Crendor rants about machinimas and Patreon WoW leveling episode. Alright, let's mount up. Let's head out. And fly back to the ultimate blood sport. Speaking of which, what's your favorite machinima that I've created. Because I was going through some of my old ones the other day. And I was having some fun just watching them, reliving a lot of them. And it is fun to just watch like old videos. So I know a lot of people even grew up watching my machinimas. A lot of people will come up to me and be like, dude, I started watching you like when I was in like 8th grade, and now they're like in college, and they're like, I love your videos. Like I grew up watching them. And it's crazy to think about that, how long it's been. And it does like motivate me again, right? To like put more time and effort into creating those. It's just like, it's the same as the animators, dude. That's the like closest thing I compare it to, is just animators who put a lot of work into something, and then YouTube's like, this is garbage trash because it's not a 50-minute length feature film, and you're just like, oh, okay, thanks YouTube. So yeah. Granted, I'd say animators, I think, deserve the most money, to be honest. I think animators have some of the hardest jobs. I think they're the most talented people. Like Dan, our animator, I think he deserves like so much money, dude. Which is why I always get mad when I hear those stories of like people ripping off their animators. Like, come on, man. Like, and animator people, they're some of the most talented people too. Just being able to draw and animate all that stuff just like off the top of their head, and it's so good. I love it. They deserve way more than I do. All right, here we go. Let's turn this in. What am I at? 97%. I think we're gonna ding. I think we're gonna ding dong doodle. Here we are. I'm at Nessingwary. I think, oh, that's what it was. I think How to Win at Questing is my favorite video I've made. It's at least in the top 3. How to Win at Questing. If you haven't seen that, go see that one. I'll put that in the end of the video link if you want to go watch it. It's so good. And I know I'm saying like, I made this thing so good. I think it's one of my favorite things. I made myself laugh. Anytime I make myself laugh from my own writing from like years ago, I'm like, you know what? I like that one. So yeah, Zorod, you bring joy to this old dwarf's heart. You've now proven yourself. You've joined the ranks of the elite. Other ran away in fear, died trampled under the foot of the beast. You used your mind, your cunning, your determination to prove your mastery of the hunt. Take this, and know you're always welcome at my side to hunt and stuff. Hey, 68. Dude, we could go to Northrend. We could go to Northrend if we wanted. Shit, dude. Do I finish up some Nagrand stuff, do you think? Do I check out, like, Blade's Edge or Netherstorm or Shadowman? I don't really like Shadowman Valley. Netherstorm, maybe. Blade's Edge is okay. I think I've asked this in past episodes, but now we're actually 68, and we could go to Northrend. I'm curious as to what you think I should do, so post that in the comments as well. Just post a lot of comments, guys. Because I need help. I need help. Okay. Okay. Wait, where's Larry? Larry, hold on. Oh my god, it keeps getting so stuffy in there. Wait, stuffy in where? Where do you go? I don't want to talk about it.